If the slap didn't shock you, this one will. Will Smith's punishment is the worst betrayal in the movie industry, and he's not allowing that to take him down. The joke was scripted, but the slap was, well, an unscripted spur of the moment, so it seemed. Much has been said about the slap. Some believe it to be blown out of proportion, while others, like Mike Tyson, believe it was fake. But some witnesses say it was all a joke, and the slap was actually part of a pre-agreed sketch, which backfired on Smith and left him looking the bad boy and ashamed. Regrets come later, though, and they're coming up fast and furious on Will Smith. And although he apologized for his actions, the major players in the industry are taking none of it. They have punished the actor for losing his cool after comedian Chris Rock seemed to crack a joke directed at Jada's bald head, resulting from her alopecia medical condition. And if it were you, would you have sat through such humiliation? I bet not. Picture this: a first ever Oscar award on the line, sitting through an invasive comedian's humiliation and much expectation from your fans. And to imagine it was just a mere slap across the comedian's face from a man defending his wife. Whether fake or not, his actions at the Oscars have triggered a series of far-reaching consequences, involving the loss of millions of dollars in canceled movie roles. So, what punishment and how much is the actor losing out on the movie deals? And the bombshell! The actor wants to sue Netflix and Sony. How much is he gonna sue the media giants for? Another shocker. Stay tuned to learn more about the unfolding mother of all suits as the richest actor in Hollywood, Will Smith, takes on Netflix and Sony. Welcome back to our channel. And without further ado, let's dive straight into Will Smith versus Netflix and Sony showdown. But first, do us a favor, tap the subscribe button, sit back and watch till the end to get updated on this new saga. Some things are best settled out of the cameras backstage, but it doesn't matter this stage when the joke touches where it hurts the most. Smith sat in the front row with his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, when Rock made his joke. So when Chris Rock joked about it, Smith was ready with a shocker. And instead of just laughing it off, he decided to give Rock a taste of his own medicine by slapping him across the face. Will's apology the next day was on point on his Instagram account. Violence in all its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. While addressing Chris, Smith asserted, "I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed, and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness." To the Academy fans and the world, Smith continued, "I would also like to apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show, all the attendees, and everyone watching around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret my behavior has stained what has otherwise been a glorious journey for all of us. I am a work in progress." Prior to the costly slap, Will Smith had 3 ongoing projects. Number 1, Netflix's Fast and Loose, whose production was to commence in August. Number 2, Sony too had the 4th sequel of Bad Boys 4 in the pipeline. Number 3, an Apple Plus project, Emancipation, was completed and is now the lifeline for Smith to hang on to. Netflix and Sony fired actor Will Smith from projects he was due to star in following his resignation on April 1st from the Academy. The Academy accepted the resignation amid further disciplinary measures for breach of the Code of Conduct. Netflix's Fast and Loose. Will Smith's upcoming projects with media giants Netflix and Sony are on hold, despite the King Richard star's subsequent apology. It's not clear how much Netflix was paying the actor for his role in Fast and Loose, but going by the figures for his role in King Richard, sources say that the star pocketed around $40 million. So his role in Netflix could have been beyond that. But it's unclear whether he could make a comeback as the project's on hold. Will Smith's troubles could also jeopardize the upcoming $100 million film Emancipation by Apple, which features Smith as a runaway slave who eventually joins the army. Mr. Smith is crossing his fingers here, as the movie is widely considered an awards contender, and he wouldn't want to miss out. Sony's Bad Boys 4. After successful Bad Boys for Life sequels, Sony had extended Will Smith's contract and decided to have the fourth installment, Bad Boys 4 project, whose production had been going on for years and was ready to start shooting this year, with Smith as the star attraction, translating to more millions in Will's bank account. Following Slapagate, Sony halted the project, and Smith saw all the millions going down the drain. As if that was not enough, Smith was slapped with a bearing order not to attend Oscar ceremonies for 10 years from next year, so he will not present the Oscar to Best Actress next year as per tradition. He accepted the verdict and owned up to the consequences remorsefully. It seems the punishment has irked the actor, terming it a betrayal, having helped make for the media houses millions. That's why Smith is furious. He sacrificed a lot, made more money for the two companies, and for a mistake anyone could have committed, is being punished unfairly. The movie Bad Boys for Life grossed $420 million, with Will Smith earning $17 million and Martin Lawrence pocketing $11 million. Following the two announcements of putting the production on hold, the fans were excited and furious in equal measure. Some defended Smith, while others rebuked him. Many fans came out guns blazing online in support of Will Smith. Many fans questioned the ban and other sanctions, with some deeming it worse than those of a person guilty of a coup. Many fans in support gave the worst instances of former Oscar winners who went unpunished despite committing worse mistakes than Smith. A fan had this to say on Twitter: "It was very bad. It for sure warrants some kind of reaction sanction, I agree. But it's fair to examine and question why the Academy wouldn't punish, say, an actor who forcibly kissed his female presenter without consent on the stage, but does throw the book at Will Smith." Tiffany Haddish, co-star with Pinkett Smith in Girls Trip, had this to say: "Maybe the world might not like how it went down, but for me, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Because it made me believe that there are still men out there that love and care about their women, their wives." Jimmy Kimmel, the former Oscar host, felt for Smith, saying that the emotions got the better of him and it came out at the wrong time. Jim Carrey was not impressed and felt saddened by the standing ovation that Will Smith received after bagging the Oscar. A user posted this on Twitter: "None of these sanctions are just. Mr. Smith has always been a great man. I'm sure he did it because of his beloved wife. A cruel world that never intended to face the truth. He did not overreact. His reaction was natural as head of the household. There is the issue of the apology, whereas many people have accepted. Chris Rock's younger brother, Kenny Rock, is telling Smith, apology not accepted, claiming that he's distraught by the actions of Will Smith and he couldn't stand watching the shocker slap on TV as it eats at him. But what eats him up is that Smith slaps Chris, gets an Oscar a few minutes later, and nothing was done. Kenny claims Will Smith was not thrown out, arrested, or sacked from the Oscars. A tweeter wrote, "Chris Rock's brother are looking for Will Smith. They publicly said, 'We're gonna finish you off.'" In his tearful Oscar acceptance speech, Will Smith apologized to the Academy, but not to Rock. He had this to say: "I'm being called on in my life to love people and to protect people and to be a river to my people. I know to do what we do, you gotta be able to take abuse and you gotta be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you gotta be able to have people disrespecting you and you gotta smile and pretend like that's okay." Whether this showdown opens a flood of lawsuits featuring other players remains to be seen once the actor kickstarts his suit. And it's gonna be juicier if Apple follows suit and fires Will Smith from Emancipation, given the movie is in the post-production stage. Do you think the slap was justified? How much punishment should be meted on the defender of the family? What's your bet on this case? I bet the case will be a multi-billion-dollar suit full of complex new twists and dramas, as other players in the industry might be roped into the fray. That's all for now. Should you have any feedback, we'd appreciate hearing it from you. Please, don't be selfish, share it and enjoy it with your friends. So go on, tap that subscribe button and like our channel for more.